Okay, I just shorted out these caps. Now it's sitting down at 7 volts. And so this wire here, this is connected to the grid, and so there's no physical connection to the rods. So you got a high voltage rod, a gap, a low voltage rod, and then you have 2 concentric grids in here which are connected to each other, and then this is the output of the grid coming out from the side of the tube right there. Now the output of the grid I'm going to hook directly to this wire coming off the coil, off this, so that if positive is coming into it and the coil is wound that way, it'll be a north field which will repel the magnet. Okay, now the other end of the coil, as we know in all the Gray circuits, is also going right back to common ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this is the ground off the coil, and hook it directly to this. So we've got high voltage in the rod, low voltage rod going backwards through the diode bank into the caps, back to common ground, and then we have a grid not physically connected, and the output of the grid is going directly into the coil, then out of the coil is going right back to common ground. And you can see they're all tied to the common ground. So what's going to happen is high voltage slams into the low voltage, the diode bank shuts off, that potential moves towards the grid, creates a low potential at the diode right there, which sucks this cap bank out, joining with the high voltage output from the high voltage rod, coming across the grid, charging that coil up. Kind of just how all the explanations, at least that I've posted in energetic form at the Gray Tube replication thread. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on the trigger side there. I can hear that clicking, and you can see that. And stop it. I'm going to turn it on and off, and you can see that's going up. So everything that's working. Okay, so once everything is hooked up, here's all 3 common grounds tied together, and go ahead and turn everything on here. I got the trigger set, and you can see that it's actually jumping to the low voltage rod before it gets over to the grid to go to ground. And I don't even have this thing charged up yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this up to about, let's see, probably needs at least about 400. I'm just getting my mark on this variac for what 1200 volts is, so I don't put it past that. Even though when it's running the average voltage drops, I just want to limit it to whatever it's going to be limited at if everything's stopped, so I don't blow up caps, because that's been a problem lately. So let's leave it at about 1150 volts or so. Okay, which means that's at about 45 volts, almost 42 volts. Okay, so I'll just bring that back down. Okay, then all I'm going to do is just spin it. Let's see, is it 460? So the high voltage is jumping into the low voltage source. The diodes are shutting off. High voltage moves to ground, pulling the low voltage source, current source, with it. So you have a high impulse current discharge in just a short period of time, coupled with the high voltage. Actually, usually runs a lot better than this. I got to reset the. It's kind of tedious setting the gap and the space and everything. It's a pretty crucial part of the timing, and I've also been goofing with the timing on the reed switch. So anyway, I'm just going to crank this up a little bit. popcorn machine.